Maximizers, welcome to my live. How is everyone doing tonight? If this is your first time watching me, I want to say welcome to my live. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I am a business coach. I help women grow their businesses. I help women put the pieces together in the early stages of their business and grow. I have been online and running my business since 2018. I got fired in 2019 and started running this bad boy full time. In 2023, your girl made a hardcore pivot to being a business coach. After business coaching for over 3 years, I was like, you know what? I want to do this full time. I want to make this my main thing. And I get so much joy helping women start their businesses, put the pieces together in their new businesses, and make an impact, make more money, and I want to say this right, do a business that they love. Like, have a business that they enjoy. Have a business that they like, something that they really, really enjoy. That brings me joy. And in tonight's live, okay, I want to share my tips to help you get out of your own way in your business. I want you to put a number 1 in the chat if you feel like you are in your own way. I want you to tell me where you're watching from. I want you to tell me what your business is. And I want you to put a number 1. Forget that. Put a money sign if you are in your own way. Put a money sign if you are in your own way in your business. Put a money sign if you're holding yourself back. You are your own block. If you're a Taylor Swift, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. I've realized for a lot of time, I was the problem. I realized that I was holding myself back from greatness for whatever reason. So I would love to know in the comments where you watching from, what city, what state, what country, what your business is. And if you are in your own way, I want you to put some money signs in the chat. If you feel like you have been holding yourself back in some form or fashion, I want you to put some money signs in the chat. Now, I am live on all of my platforms right now: Instagram, TikTok, 2 YouTube channels, and my Facebook page. So if you see me looking around, I'm looking at all the comments. I respond to every comment. So if you comment, you ask me a question, I'm going to respond to you. I love to know who's in the room. My lives are very engaging. I like to have a conversation. I don't like to just talk at you. I like to share amazing tips. I love to get your feedback. I love to know who's here. So be sure to let me know what city, what state, what country you're watching from. And if you are in your own way when it comes to your business, put some money signs in the chat. I have been having this business since 2018. I've been full time as a business owner since 2019. I do not sell any physical products. I only sell coaching programs. I sell one on one, I sell group coaching, right? I don't sell anything physical. I have been in my own way so much in the past 5 years that I've been in business. And I have had to get out of my own way in different situations. But it's like I get out of my way in this situation and I find myself in my way over here. So I'm going to share with y'all my top 5 or 6 tips I have here for how to get out of your own way with your business. If you have any questions as I'm talking, drop them in the chat. My first thing I'll say, if you're in your own way, you are doubting yourself. You are doubting yourself. Okay, you are doubting yourself. Blossom Blue Candles is handcrafting candles since 2020. Welcome, welcome. We're so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for joining Blue Blossom Candles. Are you doubting yourself? Put a number 1 in the chat if you are doubting yourself. You have every excuse for why it won't happen. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to figure it out. You know this is not going to work for you. You don't have the time. This is not going to work. You have every excuse for why you aren't qualified, why this won't work, why this was a bad idea. Why did you think that you could do this? You're doubting yourself overall. You were, excuse me. You are in your head with everything negative. You can see every single negative thing that is going to happen. You know that it's going to crash and burn. You know that your naysayers were right. You know that you can't do this. You are doubting yourself, okay? You are in your own way. You are in your own way if you are doubting yourself. You are in your own way. Now, how to flip it. And a lot of the tips that I'm going to share with you are really mindset tips, things that you have to do consciously to help train yourself to think positive over negative. Because for whatever reason, our brain defaults to the bad, our brain defaults to the negative. You're going to see that glass half empty before you see that glass half full, right? How do you flip this? Whenever you have that negative thought of why, I want you to ask yourself, why not me? My business is something that I decided is important to me. My business is something that I decided is a priority for me. My business is something that I decided that I wanted to do to help XYZ people. Why not me? I am uniquely driven and chosen. I have a unique set of skills. I want you to literally ask yourself, whenever you doubt yourself, why not you? Why not you? And I need you to find all the positive evidence on why it's possible. And the evidence doesn't have to be yours. You're a Black woman running a business like me? Write down 20 Black women that are running a business successfully, big businesses and small businesses. If she can do it, you can do it too. One person's proof is all you need for the positive. Because I can tell you this, you can come up with a million negative reasons of why you shouldn't. You just need one good reason for why you should. So ask yourself, why not me? God wouldn't give it to you if it wasn't for you. You wouldn't have this idea if it wasn't for you. So ask yourself, why not me? And I need you to find all the positive evidence instead of saying, oh, this is going to go wrong. This is going to go right. And this is all the reasons why this is going to go right. Here's all the reasons why this is going to work in my favor. Okay. So the first way to get out of your way is to stop doubting yourself and literally ask yourself, why not me? And find all the positive evidence to support that this is for you. That this is for you. Because a lot of times we're in our own way, we're in our own head, and we have made up a story that is far from the truth. Okay? Y'all ready for the second one? This one gonna get home. You're in your own way because you are listening to people who don't have a business, who never had a business, have no plans to have a business. Entrepreneurs, business owners have a different mindset. It's a whole different world over here in the business building pond. You have to have thick skin. You have to be disgustingly positive. And you have to have a mindset of hope in anything is possible with no matter what the circumstances are. If you are listening to Debbie Downers, if you are listening to negative people, if you are listening to people who are not qualified, if this person has never had a business, never tried to have a business, why would you listen to all the negativity that is coming out of their mouth? They cannot see your vision. They cannot. They cannot see your vision. They cannot understand. Like, I have friends that I was like, I cannot work in a 9 to 5. And my friends are like, honestly, I could never have my own business. I just want to show up to work, do my job, and make my money. Cool. You got to pick your struggle because there's going to be a struggle on both sides. You cannot listen to people who are in the 9 to 5 mindset. You cannot listen to them when it comes to your business because they have no idea. If they are not encouraging you, if they're saying negative stuff, you got to get away from them. The way to flip that, you need to talk to people who have businesses. You need to be around people who are business owners. You need to be around people who are growing their businesses like you. Even if you have to pay to go to the conference, pay to be in the coaching program, pay to get a one-on-one mentor. Wealthy people pay to be in the room with the people that they want to talk to. Wealthy people pay to go to events to be around people. We paying to go to parties and go to the club and XYZ. But you don't want to pay a few $100s or even a few $1,000s to be around other business owners doing something similar to you. It starts with your mindset. Don't spend the weekend around these Debbie Downers if they have negative energy, and not even just around business. If we just talk about life, if you are around people who are so negative and stuck in the struggle that they cannot, you have to get away from them. Friends, family, spouses, whoever, let those people go. They are pulling you down a bunch of decibels. Okay. You cannot afford that. So if you have to pay, if you have to drive 2 or 3 hours to go to a free event, if you have to invest in a group coaching program, a one-on-one coaching program to get around the people that are going to build you up and encourage you, that's what you need to do in 2024. And yes, I've been in my own way. 2024, I'm stepping out of my own way and pressing forward. Yes, 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 yes. You deserve it. And if you have decided that your business is important and it's a priority, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right? You cannot decide that you want something to be important to you, but you don't want to do all the things that are included. And if you're sitting around talking to friends and family that cannot see your vision, you're doing yourself a disservice. Okay? I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in coaching. I've done one-on-one coaching. I've done group coaching. I've bought courses. I've done all the things. I joined a coaching program and I literally found my biz bestie in that program. So whenever I'm going left, before I go to my coach, I go to my biz bestie. We talk every single week about business and life, but she understands the business struggle. She understands the up and down of business. She understands that business is going to be hard. So before I go talk to anyone else, I'm going to talk to her. But do you know where I found her? In a paid program that we both paid to be in, and we found each other. I paid to be in a room. I paid like $2,000 to go to Maya Elias's Impact Weekend because I wanted to be in a room with Black business women. I paid $2,000. I rented a car. I drove to Atlanta. Okay, that was like $600 for the car. I paid for a hotel. That was like, I spent like almost $4,000 between food, travel, paying for the ticket to go and be in a room with 200 Black women running businesses. I mean, women who had just started and women who had made millions. Does this make sense? Like, you have to pay to be there. When I met my business coach, I paid $500 for a VIP ticket because she literally came to my city. The hotel that she was at, if I leave my house and make 2 lefts and go 10 miles down the road, that's where the hotel was. So I was like, if this coach that I've been following on Instagram is coming to my city, I spent $500 for the ticket. I spent $300 for a hotel because I wanted the experience, right? I got a VIP ticket since I didn't have to travel but down the street, okay? I paid for my father to come and watch my kid, okay? Like, I needed to be in the room. And I've learned so much with being in those rooms, in person and virtually. So, you cannot be listening to people who have no skin in the game. It's not helping you. Going to these conferences are business expenses that can be written off. Absolutely. The conferences and the coaching. When you pay for coaching, it's education. You can write that off in your business. Absolutely. So the second way you've been getting in your own way, you're listening to people who don't have a business, never had a business, know jack shit about business. Okay. You got to stop listening to those people. And you have to start talking to people who have businesses. And even if that means you have to pay to be in the room, open up your wallet. You pay for the new hair. Thank you so much for that gift. I appreciate that. We pay for the new hair. We pay for the new clothes. For me, like my mother said to me last night, I will spend $100 on crabs without thinking. Without thinking. Something I'm going to eat and poop out, I will spend $100 on. But I did not want to buy myself new walking shoes after I literally walked a hole in my walking shoes. I was like, I don't really want to spend $65 on a new pair of shoes. Thank you so much for those gifts and those roses. Thank you so much. I don't want to spend $65 on shoes, but I spent $100 on crabs. And I had to look at myself and be like, girl, that's not right. Let me know if you have any questions, Innovative Coaching. Would love to answer any of your questions. So I'm saying all that to say, if you need to invest, invest. You need to find your people. Okay. You need to find your people and do not listen to those Debbie Downers. If they haven't had a business, they don't have the mindset. They don't have the mindset. So you are inadvertently getting in your own way by listening to people who have no skin in the game. Okay? By listening to people who have no skin in the game. Okay? Third way you could be getting in your own way. Are you ready? Are you unclear on what you want? Do you know what you want for your business and for your life? Do you know what you want? You're in your own way because you say, I want a business, but you're not doing anything remotely near you wanting a business. I want to grow my business. I want to get new clients. Am I posting content? Am I following up? Am I sending emails? Am I showing up on my live? And I'm engaging with my audience? If I'm not doing any of that, how do I expect to get new clients? How do you expect to make sales if no one knows about your products? And baby, you cannot just post videos and pictures with music and expect people to buy your candles, buy your lip gloss, buy your t-shirts, buy your ebook. It doesn't work like that. You're unclear on what you want. So how do you get clear on what you want? How do you flip it? You're going to sit down. You're going to get a piece of paper and a pen, or you're going to open up a Google Doc. You're going to write out your vision for the business and the life that you want. I want you to write out the business and the life that you want and make it clear. What do you want your life to look like? What experiences do you want to have? How much money do you want to make? House, car, spouse, kids, school district. Write it out. You need to be clear on what you want. Because once you know what you want, it's all about you just making a plan to get there. Now, it may take me longer to get there. I might have to go over a river, through the woods to grandmother's house, Meadow. I might have to take a boat, train, plane, car, bus, walk, swim, all the things to get there. But I know what I want, so I know where I'm going. If you don't know where you are going, you're unclear. You are unclear. You have to be clear on what you want. And for some people, you say you want a business, but you don't want to do the work. It's okay if you don't want to be a business owner. It's okay if you don't want to be an entrepreneur. It's okay if you don't want a side hustle. That's fine. Whatever it is, just be clear. And as them kids say, stand on business on it, right? I know through and through, I need to be a business owner. I will pick my business owner struggle. Having a business is hard. Having my kid, having a business, two hardest things I've ever done in my life. Would I trade having my business to go to a 9-to-5 for a steady paycheck? Hell no. So no. I'm not going to say never because you don't know what's going to happen, but I would have to go back kicking and screaming. I would do every piece of side hustle, juggle that I can do before I had to go back to a standard 9-to-5. It's not in my nature, okay? I know what I want. I want the time freedom. I want the location freedom. And I want the unlimited income potential. I can make as much money as I want as a business owner. There is no caps. I'm clear on what I want. Now I just need to execute the plan to get me where I want to go. You have to be clear on what you want in your business and your life. If you're not clear, you're in your own way. If you don't know what you want, how can you sell to your clients? If you don't know what you want, how do you know what you're doing every single day? What's the purpose of what you're doing every single day if you don't know what you want? Which brings me to number 4. You're in your own way because you don't have a plan. And I am not talking about, God forgive me, I'm not talking about writing up a business plan so you can get a loan with the bank. That's not the kind of plan I'm talking about. A plan for your business. For the next 12 months, what is your plan? What is your 3-year plan? What is your 5-year plan? What is your 10-year plan for your business? Do you know where you want to go in the next 12 months? Now, when you first start your business, bare minimum, you should have a plan for the year. how much money you want to make, what you want to sell, how many of them you want to sell, like a plan of what you want. If you do not have a plan, you are in your own way. So once you decide that your business is important and it's a priority and you're going to go all in on it, you got to make a plan, a 12-month plan. So how do you flip it? You sit down and you figure out what are the steps that I need to take to get what I want. My first year business, my goal was to make, let's just use a small number. My first year in business, my goal was to make $10,000. So from January to December, I just want to make $10,000 gross. What does that plan look like? It looks like I need to make somewhere around like $850 a month every month in order to get there. How am I going to get there? What am I selling? I have a $100 product. So that means I need to sell 9 of my products every single month. That'll get me $900, which is more than $850. That'll get me to my $10,000. Now, how am I going to sell that? Where am I posting content? How am I building my email list? How am I engaging with my audience? How am I following up? What freebies am I offering? All the things. You need a plan, okay? If you don't have a plan, you cannot get what you want. And it's okay if things don't go to plan, because guess what? It's not. You're going to make this beautiful plan and it's going to get messed up. It's never going to work 100% like you decided. But you want to know what I like to say? If you have a plan, you can pivot. So if I know if my goal is to go on a road trip from Florida to Maine, I know where I'm starting. I know where I'm ending. Okay. I know I need to get to Maine and I know that I'm driving my car. I could take 95. I could take 85 and then 95. You could take some toll roads. You could take some back roads. There's a lot of different methods to go from Florida to Maine. Okay. Detours are going to happen. You're going to spend a night somewhere, stop and see some friends, etc., etc. But we have a plan. Like, we planned this out. We decided, right? Could you imagine if you just woke up today and was like, I'm going to go to Maine today and I'm in Florida. And you're like, what? How you going to do it? I don't know. I'm going to just get on the road and figure it out. I'm going to just go outside and figure it out. I don't have a car. I'm going to just take the bus and figure it out. I'm going to go to the airport and figure it out. Huh? What? You have no plan? You don't know what you're doing? Absolutely not. That's what you're doing to your business. You're walking outside like, I think I'm going to go to Maine today. You just woke up and decided you have no plan. You don't have no flight. You don't have no money. You don't have no car. You don't have no bus. It's not going to work. But when I know that I'm going to take my car from here to Maine, and if anything goes haywire in between, I know my goal is to get to Maine. So even if it takes me 3 days, even if I have to get a plane for a part of it and leave my car, whatever, I have a plan, so I can always pivot from that plan. I can always make a detour and go plan B, plan C, plan D, because I had a plan A. If you don't have a plan A, you're SOL. You have to have a plan. When you have a plan, you can get out of your own way. You have to have a plan for your business. That's me, no plan. You have to have a plan for your business. You have to have a plan. And then you have to execute the plan. That's me, no plan. I understand. I plan for everything. I plan. I overplan. Like, I plan my day of like, okay, I'm going to do this for life. I'm going to do this for business. Like, I didn't do much work because today I spent the day taking out my hair, washing my hair, braiding my hair. Then I'm working for one of my clients. So I was organizing stuff for her. So like, I've worked about just going on my 4th, almost 5th hour of work, but I had a plan for today. I knew what I needed to get accomplished, and then I got it done. And this live is the last thing I get to check off, and I'm going to get to bed. It's been a long day for me, okay? Got to have a plan. Next tip or next thing, excuse me. You feel like you have no time. You're in your own way because you feel like you have no time. You are too busy for your business. You don't have any extra time for your business, okay? Is that you? Is that you? You feel like you have no time for your business. You're in your own way because you're just too busy. You started the business, you got the LLC, you started a website, you sold a few things, right? But you're too busy. You don't have the time. You don't got the time. You don't got the time for your business. You don't got the time. So you're literally in your own way because you don't have the time. Do you have time to scroll on TikTok? Do you have time to be on Instagram? Do you have time to watch 6 hours of Netflix every single week? Do you have time to sit on the phone and kiki with your good girlfriends, with your mom, with your sister, with your cousin for 6 hours a week? The flip is anything that's important to you, you will make time for it. If something is deemed important to you, you will find the time for it. So if your business is a priority, if your business is important, you get out of your own way by putting the time on your calendar. I tell all of my clients, your goal when you're working on your business is 7 to 10 hours per week. I like to say an hour per day, and on your day off, 2 to 3 hours. So if you, at bare minimum, find 1 hour a day for your business, I don't care if it's 30 minutes in the morning before your kids wake up and 30 minutes in the evening when your kids go to sleep. I don't care if it's on your lunch break at work, you take 30 minutes and you work on your business. If you take transportation like a bus or a train to work, do some work on your way to work. Listen to a podcast while you work. Okay. You have to find the time. You're in your own way because you really haven't made your business a priority. Because when it's a priority, you find time for it. So when I had a 9 to 5, I cut back everything. Don't ask me to go to happy hour. I'm only eating lunch with y'all once a week. I'm not doing any extra work. And I worked like 3 to 4 hours a day on my business on top of my 9 to 5. Because I said, if I can give these people about 9 working hours, 2 hours to commute between an hour there and an hour back with traffic, that's almost 11 hours of my day that's devoted to these people. I can't find an hour a day for my business. Then I got to be somebody's mother. So, no shade to her, but I got to cook for her. I got to make sure she take a bath, got to get her ready for the next day, got to engage with her, right? I gave her 3, 4 hours. Why can't I give myself an hour for my business? I stopped watching TV. I didn't only watch TV on Fridays, with the exception of my Big Brother live eviction on Thursdays for 1 hour. I only watch TV on Fridays. I made my business a priority and I was able to grow it to multiple 6 figures because I made it a priority and I got out of my own way and I stopped making the excuse that I didn't have time. I had time to do everything else. Why didn't I have time for my business? If your business is important to you, you find the time. Put the time on your calendar like a non-negotiable meeting with your boss, like it's church, brunch with the girls, all those things that you find time for. Your business needs to be on your calendar like so. Get out of your own way. Get out your way. Are you in your own way because you have no accountability, you have no support, you're doing it all alone? You're alone. You have no one to talk to. You have no one to ask questions of. You have no one to bounce ideas off of. You have no one to learn from. You have no support. Are you in your own way because you're like, you know what? I can't do this alone. You feel like you need a business partner. You don't know what you're doing. You need support. You need help. You're confused as hell and you have no idea what to do. You're in your own way because you're stuck. No accountability and support. How do you flip that? You get an accountability partner. You pay for a business coach. You join a program. You get a mentor. You find the support that you need. If you wanted to be a great gymnast, what would you do? First, you'd find a gym to go to and you start off in classes. And once you were good at the classes, then you find a private coach to coach you. Because everybody that's going to the Olympics has a personal coach. They not just out there going to the regular classes. They made it a priority and they invested in themselves. Invest the time and the money to get the support that you need. You have to. You want to be great? You got to do what great people do. They have coaches, they have supports, they have teams. If you don't have the money right now, you start off free. And then once you get the money, you invest. And sometimes it takes you scraping together the money and investing in yourself and betting on yourself and doing the work, and it will turn out for you. Because I'm telling you, when I invested in my coach, it was $1,000 a month. And I scraped that first $1,000 together. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to pay her the next 5 months. But all I know is I'm going to scrape this money together and I'm going to do everything that she says so that I can make more money. Okay? Go get you a coach. Go get you a mentor. Go get you an accountability partner. Go get some support. Don't do this alone. You're in your own way because you feel like you have to do everything alone. You're in your own way because you're afraid to invest. Okay? I want you to look at all the money investments you've made in your life. Clothes, shoes, hair, trips, whatever. Where have you low-key just wasted money? Right? I know I wasted some money for sure. So if I could waste money, $100 a pop on crabs, I could spend $1,000 a month on coaching. I can spend $500 a month on coaching. If I can spend $100 on crabs 2 or 3 times a month, it's worth the investment because the crabs I'm going to poop out. Investing in a coach or a program, I'm going to learn something that's going to help me make more money. That's going to help me make more impact. That's going to help me grow as a person and as a business owner. It's time to get out of your own way. It's time to get in your business. It's time to make your business a priority. It's time to get unstuck. Get out your own way. If you want to work with me to get unstuck, if you want to work with me for accountability and support, if you want to work with me because you need help, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram and say, I need help in my business. I'm ready to get help in my business. I have group coaching programs that start as low as $200 per month where we work together to help you grow your business. I also have one-on-one coaching available where we can work together one-on-one to help you grow your business. So if you're like, Crystal, I need help, I need support, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram. I'm ready to grow my business. I'm ready to get help in my business. Help me, please. And we can chat about what it would look like to work together. Now, are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions about getting out of their own way? Questions about growing your business? I have a few minutes. Does anybody have any questions? Whew. Any questions? Okay, I don't see any questions on YouTube. If you have questions that you don't want to share on the internet, send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram at Chris the Maximizer, at KRYS the Maximizer, and we can chat. Okay? If you have questions after this, send me a DM. I'm really tired. I'm trying to think about what time I woke up and started doing stuff, and I can't remember. And I told myself I was going to do work tonight, but I determined that was a lie. So I'm just going to wake up because I have some stuff I need to do for my designer. I'll just wake up and do it in the morning because right now, today, the girl's tired. Taking my hair out took me out, and I'm supposed to start redoing my hair tomorrow. So just pray for me. Taking my hair took me out. It took me a lot longer than I expected. Then I washed my hair. It took me 45 minutes to wash it, braid. Oh, it's just a mess. And it's still wet a little. It is still wet. So I hope it dries by tomorrow. Okay. I don't see any questions. I want to thank you for joining me on this live, and I want to encourage you to get out of your own way. Get out of your own way and go get what you want. Okay? All right. If you have any questions about growing your business, about working together to grow your business, just send me a DM on TikTok or Instagram and we can chat it up. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.